Let's go through my 2021 empties, okay? Some of them I actually don't have with me anymore because I had no foresight that I knew I was gonna make this video near the end of the year. So let's start with the one that I don't have. And the one thing that really comes to mind is the Aveeno Lotion. Now I'm only going to be focusing on skincare because I take care of my skin. I have to know how to take care of my skin very well because I have sensitive, eczema prone. Sometimes I get like adult acne popping up here and there. Don't have any makeup on right now, so you can kind of see with the texture that I have to work with. I have some acne scars, some pimples here and there, but for an all over body moisturizer, ever since I was a kid, my dermatologist and my doctor just recommended Aveeno Lotion. So I use that all the time. And sadly, I don't have a refill bottle, so I'm gonna have to go out and and get that. So for an all over body moisturizer, that is what I use. Sticking with moisturizers, let's focus with the face right now. I have been using this Cerave moisturizing cream. I know you can use this all over your body as well, but I've been using it every night and every morning since I ran out of my other empty. But this one is great for both morning and night. It's pretty thick. I have a little bit of this left, but I do know that by the end of this year, I will be completely out of this. I would repurchase this again. However, I do want to try some of I still want to keep it with the Cerave products, but I want to try it like in the pump or ones that are dedicated to the face. But I really like the ones that say that it's accepted from the National Eczema Association. That's a really good certification that I like to look for with certain products to make sure that when I do have breakouts, it's still safe for me to use on my skin. And when I say breakouts, I mean eczema breakouts. I tend to get them sometimes around my mouth. At one point, there was a little bit around my eye area. That one was probably one of the worst areas to have it. But the Cerave moisturizing cream, will I repurchase this or would I repurchase this? Yes, I absolutely would. It's just one of those good neutral things that keep your skin hydrated. Plus it has, where is that? 3 essential ceramides in it. And is overall, and hyaluronic acid, fragrance free, all that good stuff that sensitive skin needs. Okay, so that's another moisturizer. One that I splurged on, I would say, is this Belief Aqua Balm True Cream. Okay, I went to Sephora, I don't know, earlier this year, and they had given me a small sample size of this along with one of my purchases. And then I had gone to this tropical vacation, and I didn't know if it was the sun glow that was happening on my skin or if it was this moisturizer that was really working well in that environment and on me. Either way, after that vacation, I'm like, I am going to be using this all the time. So this is fully empty, like scraped clean. I would 100% get this, but again, it's one of those things that I would save and make it kind of a luxury purchase. It's probably like $36, $38. And I don't think they ever really go on sale. I was hoping they had a sale for part of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but they weren't part of it, sadly. At least where I was from, I couldn't see it. But I would 100% get this again. There was a little bit of fragrance on it, but it was so smooth and soft on my skin. I didn't notice, it didn't cause any redness, didn't cause any irritation. So this one, again, I would repurchase. Love it. Sticking around the moisturizer, but we're starting to go into the sunscreen phase, is this Banana Boat Simply Protect Sensitive Faces with the 50 plus UVA, UVB broad spectrum. This is the sensitive one, right? I always go for ones that either say sensitive or it's recognized by the Eczema Association. So whenever it comes to sunscreen, I'm always worried that it's going to be leaving a white cast. And when I got this one, there was no white cast whatsoever. But I think it's because it's like a mix of mineral and chemical SPF cream. So it does have some zinc oxide in it. But overall, usually chemical SPFs, sunscreens, tend to irritate my skin. So I was very pleased with this one when there was no like irritation that would break out. Plus it would kind of give me that nice dewy glow in the morning because this would be the last thing that I put on. My sister absolutely loved it too. I caught this in her room a few times because she was like, I'm running out of sunscreen and I really like this one. So I would repurchase this again. However, recently, when I went to my dermatologist, she recommended that I use more mineral sunscreens because chemical sunscreens can or may cause some kind of irritation. So just to be safe, I just bought this one. It's the same brand, Banana Boat, but it's the sensitive mineral sunscreen. And this one also has the recognized by the National Eczema Association. So again, because it's a mineral, I was worried that it was going to leave a white cast on me because I think it's mainly just zinc oxide. The other one in here is titanium dioxide. And there is a white cast when you put it on. Like when I first put this on, it was just like white everywhere. And I said, no freaking way, I'm gonna have to return this. But then I was like, let it sit for a second. I let it sit for maybe 5-10 seconds, and then it just kind of like absorbed nicely into my skin and you could barely see, and there was actually no white cast. So I really like this. I love Banana Boat sunscreens for the face. I think you can even use this all over the body. And it says it like right in the front is no added oils and fragrances, hypoallergenic, sensitive. If you have sensitive skin, look for Banana Boat and go for the sensitive collection because I've tried both of those products. Never broke me out, doesn't irritate my skin. Love it so much. Okay, moving on from moisturizers. I realized I should have put this in another one. We'll go towards the lip area. Now, if you have been on my channel, you know that this is my all-time favorite lip product. It took me such a long time to find something that worked so well on my lips. It should be no surprise. It's the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, which to my surprise works very well because there's fragrances in it. You always hear with eczema, sensitive skin, stay away from fragrances. That's why it took me a while to actually commit to buying one of these. And this is actually my third mini bottle of this. Like, I have friends that give me this as a present because they know I use it like all the time. It's the only thing that works for me. So I love the Laneige Lip Products. There's a slight bit of fragrance in there, so it might not work for all types of sensitive skin. However, again, when I used to have the eczema breakouts happening here, I for some reason couldn't use any ordinary lip balm. I couldn't use chapstick, I couldn't use Aquaphor, I couldn't use Carmex, Burt's Bees, any of the main big lip balm carriers. I could not use their stuff. And yes, I tried it, but it would still irritate my skin. And I think it's because some of them use soybean oil. And for me, I have an allergy towards soy. So having that in the ingredients list, along with, let's say, peppermint essential oils or different essential oils, like it just did not work well. So I decided to splurge on this. I will keep repurchasing this. I love this product so freaking much that I actually also purchased the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. This is for sure going to be done by the end of 2021. This is in pear. I think I also got the berry one. I leave one in my purse and one in my makeup container, which I use to top off my my lipstick in the morning because it just keeps my mouth hydrated and moisturized throughout the day. And I don't use matte lipsticks. I think that's, if you have sensitive skin and you have eczema around those areas, you should not be using matte lipstick because it like dries out your skin. And you could tell when like it starts mattifying, you start getting like a little like weird crusty things. Maybe it's just me. Did I just out myself? Whatever. If you have sensitive skin, stay away from matte lipsticks, like extremely sensitive skin. Okay. Moisturizers, that was that. So let's go into, we're going completely backwards, but whatever. Face cleansers. Cetaphil face and body. This is my second or third bottle of the year. I think my mom bought this at Costco because my dermatologist is like, this is a really good non-irritating formula for you. They also have one meant for just the face, which my boyfriend has, and I use that whenever I'm at his place. Again, that's non-irritating to me as well. I like how even in the directions it says that you don't need to use with water. Yeah, see, it says directions for use without water. You can apply a little bit and gently massage onto the skin, and then with a soft cloth, wipe it off. For me, I always use it with water, but if you have eczema, you know that sometimes putting water on it can dry it out actually. So this is a great option for people who have eczema and need to clean around those areas, but can't necessarily use any type of, or can't necessarily put water on their skin, if that makes sense. That was the Cetaphil Gentle Cleanser. Now that's usually my second step in a cleansing routine. I usually wear makeup, and all the time I wear sunscreen throughout the day. So I, at night, have to do a double cleanse. This is my second or third bottle of the year of this particular product. It's the From Green Cleansing Oil from Purito. It has like 5 or 6 different natural oils in there. This product is really good for sensitive skin. There's no fragrances involved in this. It does a good job of getting all the makeup off. You just slowly, patiently work it through your skin, and then you go ahead and kind of emulsify it a little bit with some water, and it'll get a little bit of a milky appearance. And then you wipe that off, rinse that off, and then you go in with your second cleanser, which for me is usually the Cetaphil. I would repurchase that. However, I will be doing a review on this. I just bought the Bioscience Squalane Antioxidant Cleansing Oil. That was a little bit of a splurge for me, but I'm excited to try that. If it goes well, I will let you know. If not, I'll probably be repurchasing another one of these. Or if you guys have any cleansing balms, cleansing oils that works really well for you, make sure to leave it down in the comments below and I'll check it out. All right, the next thing is the Naturium Alpha Arbutin Essence 1%. This thing, like barely anything in it, it's empty. I used this throughout the whole entire year. Would I repurchase this? I'm kind of like yes, no. When I first started using this, I did notice that it took away a lot of the redness, and I tend to have hyperpigmentation around here. So I just feel like it's dulled down enough. I haven't used this as much recently, but when I first started using it, I really noticed the calming of the redness. So I wouldn't repurchase this now. If I did start to notice that redness was popping up all over the place, I would get this again. However, I think because I've been using vitamin C a lot more regularly, it's kind of been taming down the redness. Overall, this was a really great product though. I had never heard about Alpha Arbutin Essence, and I was like, that shit sounds cool. Let me smack that on my face. So that's another empty. The last two that we have coming up is another one from Naturium. This is the Niacinamide Skin Mist 2%. It has hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, and this is the version which is naked. I think they used to have one that had a little bit of fragrance in it. I try to stay away from fragrance as much as possible. There's only a little bit of this left. However, I use this to prep my skin before makeup and kind of set it afterwards. I don't have a traditional setting spray because I find that some of them, at least the ones that I was using before, had alcohol in them, and I didn't want any type of stripping of my skin. So if anybody else knows some great setting sprays or prepping sprays, let me know in the comments below. I don't know if I would repurchase this. It was a really fun thing to have, and it does definitely refresh your face, but we'll see. I feel like there's other products out there that I would like to try before circling back to this. Again, this is the Niacinamide Skin Mist by Naturium. And the last thing that I've been using throughout the year, which is almost empty, is the Ren Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic. I don't use this every day. However, on the nights that I use it and I wake up the next morning, my mom is always like, your skin looks so glowy. It looks so good. So what this is a chemical exfoliator. It has, I believe, lactic acid and azelaic acid. So those two really help kind of like slough off all that extra dead skin to kind of give you that glowy appearance underneath. I also have acne scars here, so I was super consistent with this throughout the whole entire year, either using it every other night or 3 times a week. And I would say that my acne scars have become less visible. Of course, there are some that are like way too deep that I don't know if I'll be able to do anything about them, but you know, these little ones that we have here, I feel like they were a lot deeper, and because of the vitamin C that helped clear up some of the redness, and this on top of it doing the other work to kind of like slough off the dead skin cells to kind of make it look a little bit more pushed up to the surface and not as sunken in. Like, those two are the dream team. I don't use them in the same skincare routine, however. By the end of the year, I will definitely be out of this for sure. Would I repurchase this? I think this is the same as this, in the sense that I would want to try different AHAs, different chemical exfoliators, before repurchasing this as well. It's a really great product though. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that there's so many options out there, and I'm always like, ooh, let me try this, let me try that, let me try blah, 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 blah. Anyways, those are all of my empties. I wish I had an Aveeno bottle, but you know, everybody kind of knows what Aveeno looks like, but these are the main two moisturizers that I really loved. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Let me know what else you'd like to see in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.